Miller, and I'm here at the launch of UKares, the charitable foundation that takes care of UK citizens and Commonwealth citizens who find themselves in dire need of help when they're in America. I'm here with Katy Haber, MBE. We call her Katy. Now, Katy,
yes,
you're an extraordinary woman.
yes,
And you have contributed a huge amount. It's true. And you have contributed a huge amount to the community. And that's why you're winning this award today. Now, how do you feel about winning the first UKares award for positivity in the community?
Well, I'm very honored by it. I don't know why it's me. There's a lot of people who've been giving a lot, but who am I to say no?
Who are you to say no? I'll tell you a little bit about Katy. So Katy has an illustrious career as a producer. She's worked on films, iconic films, such as Blade Runner, The Wild Bunch, Dare Hunter. But that wasn't enough for her. She decided to give her time and much of her life to people who needed help. Compton Cricket Club, we're going to talk about that. Shakespeare, inner city Shakespeare at schools. We're going to talk about, Katy, let Katy do the talking. Katy, tell me a little bit about Compton Cricket Club.
Compton Cricket Club started at a homeless shelter that I was running for 14 years called the Dome Village downtown, which was a transitional community where men, women and children, dogs and cats could all live together in a homeless shelter without any sense of prejudice or stereotyping. And we took anybody, but we specifically took people that nobody else took. So we had little old ladies with dogs. We had men who had families, but they were not, they were single parents. And there's no shelter for a single parent with children and dogs, specifically who's a man. So we took everybody that nobody else wanted.
I notice that's a trend. I know for you, the people that nobody else is willing to commit to help, who helps them? Katy Haber, MBE. Why do you do it?
Because there's a need and because it gives me great satisfaction. And when you say, getting awards for things that you do, for me, I do it for the rewards, because the rewards are everything that you can possibly get out of life. When you get the satisfaction of knowing that you've changed someone's life, there's nothing, no money can buy that.
You know what? Katy isn't saying this the way someone like a beauty queen might say world peace. She means it, and I've seen it firsthand. I've seen Katy in South Central working with children who didn't have much and actually changing their lives. Kids going to college that wouldn't have been going to college but for meeting this person.
And a lot of other people. It wasn't just me. I mean, the Shakespeare program was done through BAFTA with Paul Heller, who was my co-chair. We started teaching Shakespeare to kids at schools that normally wouldn't know who Shakespeare was, and certainly didn't when we walked in there. And we ended up doing a production of Romeo and Juliet and a production of Midsummer Night's Dream. And all those kids that were in that program are now in college. And Shakespeare, through a British writer. It's yay Brits. Another British element that I brought into inner city lives is cricket. I taught some inner city kids from Compton who normally would have been killing themselves over the color of shoelaces how to play cricket. Took them around the world 3 times and just came back from Australia, where they played Aboriginal kids cricket,
I mean, it's incredible. You also took them to Windsor. I mean, they were touched by the royals.
No, we took them to Windsor Castle, and Prince Edward hosted a game against the Windsor Castle staff against the Compton Cricket Club. And we were funded, sponsored by Maxim magazine, whose motto was "For men who get it." And we gave him a shirt, a Maxim shirt, and he wore it the whole entire day. And on the back it said "For men who get it." So,
well, I've got to say, this is a woman who gets it. Tell me something.
Yeah.
UKares, the charitable foundation that's launching today.
Right.
Do you think there's a need amongst the British expat community here in America?
There's a real need. If anybody comes out of their own country to a new country and there's nobody there to help them get through the toils and tribulations of getting a work permit, because you can't do anything without a work permit, legal advice, and hopefully I can join the board, because I have so many connections in city and county and the sheriff's department, the police department, and God forbid anything happens to them, that I can call on a lot of people for help. And so,
and you will.
I will.
Katy isn't just someone who says this; she means it.
Yeah, I do.